Python has a set of keywords that are reserved words that cannot be used as variable names, function names, or any other identifiers. Open up your workbook and head to the reserved keywords section. Here we can see a table that has all the reserved keywords. We cannot use these keywords for variable names, function names, or any other identifiers. Let's head over to PyScripter to see how Python prevents us from using these keywords as variable names. Okay, so I'm here in PyScripter and I'm going to attempt to create variables using reserved keywords. We'll start with none and set that equal to 0. We will then attempt to print our none variable to screen. We'll run that script and we can see we get a syntax error that we cannot assign a value to none because it is a reserved keyword. Let's try the global keyword and we'll set this equal to a string which we will call worldwide, and we'll try print global to screen. Now we can see already that we are getting this syntax error here under global. We'll try run the code anyway, and we are getting invalid syntax. We'll try one more and we'll set that to finally a good Python course, and we'll attempt to print finally to screen. We'll click run and we can see again that we have invalid syntax. So we can see here that PyScripter and Python prevents us from executing code where there is an invalid syntax, where we have attempted to assign a variable to a variable named from one of our reserved keywords list. Head back over to your workbook document. You do not need to learn this list off by heart, as this will act as a reference for you. Each keyword has its own section with a description, and for the most part this description is filled in. There's also a section for an example, a Python example. Stick that in there now. And for a GIS example when you come across one. It is important with each new thing that you learn in Python that you add it to this document as your reference. As we scroll down, we can see that there is an entry for each reserved keyword. While it is not essential at this point that you know what each keyword is actually reserved for, it is important that you know that they exist. As you progress through learning Python, make sure you come back to this section and fill in the details for each reserved keyword. In this video, we saw the print function in action. Well, we saw an attempt to use the print function, but we were stopped in our tracks by the syntax error. We caused a syntax error because we tried to assign a value to a reserved keyword. In the next video, we are going to take a more in-depth look at the print function.